auto industry has been hit hard by the lockdowns and the community quarantine restrictions as a result of the COVID-19 pandemic. Motoring Forum discusses the state of the industry as it heads into the final quarter of the year and how the players are coping.
We are in the final quarter of 2020, a year that has, to say the least, not been kind to the automotive industry, communities, and the economy. For starters, 2020 saw the Taal eruption disrupt auto sales. Current president of the Chamber of Automotive Manufacturers of the Philippines Incorporated, or CAMPI, reminds us this was 2020's first knock on the industry.
As you recall, January pa lang we already started with the calamity. Remember the Taal volcano eruption, di ba? It's like a buena mano to the industry. So as early as January, the sales was already down, We saw a negative growth of 11.8% from the 28,000 units sold in the same period last year.
And right after a good February allowed the auto sector to make up for the bad January, the COVID-19 pandemic shut down the economy in the middle of March. As the lockdown lengthened from week to week, with dealers unable to open and auto assembly factories remained shut, CAMPI lobbied for dealerships to open. By the time private cars was the main form of transport, autos need servicing, and many people, frontliners and those in essential services, were looking to acquire their own transport for convenience, and more importantly, to be safe against exposure to the virus.
At that time, actually, CAMPI wrote DTI, asking for recommendation or some assistance, basically to ask IATF at that time, to allow dealers to operate at a limited scale because, vehicles are very important even during ECQ,
When the government began to ease community quarantine restrictions and allow more sectors of the economy to reopen, albeit still in limited capacity, the damage has been done. Auto sales were down by more than half, and the industry faced the difficulty of recovering lost sales. The auto sector understood that people were still looking to buy cars and responded with aggressive marketing strategies and reaching out to buyers through the safest route possible, online. Not a week seemed to pass by without a new car being launched, a new promo announced, even dealerships open, positive signs of a reviving economy.
We think people still want to buy cars, but literally they cannot go out, especially during the quarantine. So with this, the brands have to adjust to this new normal by going online, and customers responded positively. As we need to recover lost sales, industry players really go double time by giving out promos and good deals, and this really helps boost sales.
The manufacturer of autos also suffered. While some decided to stop local assembly altogether, others like Toyota are keeping plants open and at the very least continue to locally assemble vehicles to meet the decreased demand.
Basically, we follow what the market dictates, and the market so far has gone down by 30 to 40%. Our production correspondingly adjusts to the demands of the market.
The auto industry knows it will not fully recover sales lost during the lockdown, but it understands the importance to the economy of a resurgent auto industry. That is an added incentive for the industry players to work double time to reopen dealerships, drive up sales, and provide service to customers.
Definitely, we do not expect this year to be the same as last year, To date, the sales is already down by 40%. So we do not expect to recover the 40% in the coming months, in the closing months of the year. But we are happy to see that figures in the past months are beginning to show positive signs. So there's signs of recovery. We just have to minimize the impact of the pandemic this year. Indeed, the auto industry is a big contributor to the national economy. with sales recovering over the past months, the industry is also generating more revenues or recovering lost revenues from the past months. And this bodes well for the government in terms of taxes. No? So as we recover, more taxes to the government, and we're confident that this will continue. And we hope there will be no more strict quarantine, no more lockdowns.
Finally, the auto industry believes the country and the economy will overcome the COVID-19 pandemic with everyone, every community, and every sector of society and the economy doing their share to stop the spread of the contagion and working to revive the economy.
I'm sure we have already adjusted to some extent to this new normal. Okay, so even the auto industry have really gone to some extent in adjusting its marketing and production side. No? So let's continue to be positive about the events happening, and hopefully the vaccine will be here. But more importantly, we should stay strong and healthy so that we could combat this the virus. No, we just have to live with it. But again, this will come to pass.
There's a sense that the auto industry is learning how to continue generating sales, how to provide the services needed by auto owners, and how to rebound from a bad year and do well in the next. It's also reassuring that the industry understands that how well it does in rebounding from the lockdown-induced slowdown will also help the economy recover from the COVID-19 pandemic. That's Motoring Forum this week, brought to you by Suzuki Philippines.